Hello everyone, I'm JP Lagman, Xero Partner Consultant at Xero Philippines, and I'm happy to welcome you for another topic on our Xero training videos intended for the Xero partners and users in the Philippines. Our topic for this video is about importing fixed assets. To access fixed assets, we go to Accounting, and then we go to the fixed assets right down below. And before we could start the initial importing of the file, we must first to choose a start date in the fixed assets. Okay, so in this case, we have an option. Okay, so this is the good thing why we need to start the conversion balances always at the beginning of the financial year, since the depreciation will likely be using the start date. Okay, via that conversion date as well. So I'll click January 1, 2020. Okay, and then I'll just click Save. Okay, so if you notice, I do not have yet the list of assets. Okay, so there are two considerations that you need to take when doing the fixed asset importing. Okay, so first would be based on the chart of accounts. You make sure that the asset listed there are fixed assets and with the corresponding balances, or if they have the corresponding balances, then we might as well need to pick up those balances, okay, according to the information, okay, or based on the account type or account title that they are presented based on the trial balance. Okay, so in this case, I have my fixed assets CSV file here. Okay, so remember, in any CSV file template, okay, all the items or headers that have an asterisk with them must be filled up. Okay, they must not be left in blank, because that will create probably an error when it comes to the importing. So I have written here the asset name, okay, with the corresponding asset type. And so here, I have the purchase price as listed, and it's matched with the trial balance that I have. Okay, so I have here purchase date at 2019. Okay, and then with the details of a straight line method of depreciation using a full month method. Okay, and then the effective life in 5 years. And then of course, I have here the opening book accumulated depreciation. Of course, as I mentioned, it should match with our trial balance. Okay, so there you go. Basically, these fixed assets, okay, must be imported and in line with the details along with the conversion. So from here, okay, I'll start first to set up the settings. Okay, basically, it doesn't have any details yet, so I need to map, okay, the asset types which are to be used for this organization. So I'll just click settings. Okay, so I need to add an asset type, and asset type should likewise be matched, okay, to this asset type column here. Okay, and with the corresponding details that I need to have, okay, especially when I will be doing the depreciation via Xero. So I'll click new asset type here. Okay, and then I'll just write. Okay, if you don't want to create to have an error, okay, you can just copy and paste it. Okay, so since this will be some sort of maybe case sensitive in that case, so it would be safer, okay, for you to just copy and paste according to the CSV file. Okay, so here you just need to map whether it will be on what account. Okay, this would be recorded, so this would be for office equipment in the asset account, and in the accumulated depreciation, I just choose this account title. And for the depreciation, since I only have one account for depreciation, I'm okay in choosing this account. And then for the depreciation method, okay, I'll just choose straight line here. Okay, and then I'm using full month, and then I'll choose effective life, which is 5 years. Okay, for office equipment. Okay, so anything that's been purchased as office equipment can use the same details, okay, from this asset settings. I click save. Okay, and then I need to add another asset type. Okay, and in this case, I'll be copying computer equipment. Basically, these are the classification of your fixed assets. Okay, so depending on how many fixed assets you have in the organization that you are trying to import. Okay, so here I just choose the corresponding accumulated depreciation account, put 721, and for the depreciation it will be 416. Okay, the depreciation method, I'll choose straight line, average full month method, and then effective life 5 years as well. Okay, and then I'll just click save. Right, so once the asset types are there, okay, that's the time you may be able to import your fixed assets. Okay, so if I'll click here, import, okay, and then the download template file would be likely similar to this one. So since this is already filled up with the details, okay, I just need to, okay, first select. I'm used to do it day month here. Okay, so it must be, of course, must correspond to the details based on what you have listed on your CSV file. Okay, and then just click browse and choose the file, click open, and then click continue. Alright, so 2 rows are ready to be imported. Just confirm. Okay, there you go. These are still in draft. Okay, remember, only those assets which are registered, okay, can be used for or subjected into depreciation. So in this case, because I'm okay with the details, I just click all and then click register. Okay, just a confirmation, then register the assets. Okay, so there you go. This will now be moved to the registered assets. Okay, now since I will be starting April in my books, okay, I might want to run the depreciation from January to March, and in that case, for it to be matched accordingly, when I first use Xero from April, I just click then run depreciation. Okay, and then I may be able to choose on what particular month I will be doing the depreciation. So in this case, I try to depreciate it until March. So as for me to start it in April, this will all be updated accordingly. So I'll just click confirm. There you go. So in a matter of a snap, okay, this has these registered assets, okay, has been updated accordingly, okay, based on the depreciation that we have posted. Okay, so that is how we do the fixed assets in Xero, okay, the importing and of course the running of the depreciation.
That's it for this session, and see you again next time for more Xero training videos and updates. Thank you very much and mabuhay po kayo.